Hey everyone, welcome to another episode from Pro Engineering. This is my Tamiya FF01 and this is the interior set for it. The body is the Ford Mondeo. One thing I've always hated was the way that the interior is supposed to Velcro to the body. So what I've gone ahead and done is design this interior mount set. It looks a little complicated right now, but that's because there's 4 separate pieces attached. What you're going to want to do is get a set of flush cutters and just trim them all apart. I've gone ahead and gone with blue, and I've just coated these in a matte clear coat to seal them in. And if you have a little bit of a blue marker, you can just touch these up here. You can also go ahead and get these in white and paint them whatever color you want. Nylon is really good at absorbing paint. Okay, so once those are done, you're gonna have 4 separate pieces, and now we need to install them. Now, to install these, you're going to want to have this in this orientation with these little flanges upward, just like that. And this adapter will go in here. To hold it all together, we'll get a M3 machine screw, push it in from the front. You may need to open the hole up a tiny bit with a 3mm drill bit. Just slide those straight in. And then on the other side, I'm going to use a washer and then a nut. When you've got it so it moves a little bit, you're all set. And then we will just put that in here. Use a 12mm long Tamiya M3 self-tapping screw. Put that screw in there after you clean the hole out, and then mount it. Let's look at the rear. The rear is quite similar. These will mount straight in here. For the rear, we will orient it like this. Install the screw from the back side. Get your nut. Get your washer and your nut, and you want it for both sides. And that's what you'll get. We'll use a 12mm long self-tapping screw in these holes. I did open up these holes with a 2.75mm drill bit because they were exceptionally tight for these screws, and my concern was that over time, the stress would cause the hole to crack. So, like I said, I'm just opening this up a little bit, and that should help. There it is. Now we can see that we have both of our mounts for our interior set, which will now fit in roughly like this. The next thing you're going to have to do is set the height and then lock them in place. You'll do that by installing the body and slowly raising them up until this comes into contact with the body, and then slightly back it off. My recommendation is put a thin piece of felt or foam over here. You don't want it to vibrate against the body and rub through the paint. Once you have it at the height you want, you can get your Velcro. And remember that you may have to back it down after you put the Velcro on, as in some cases they can be as thick as 3 to 4mm. So you may want to give it a little bit of a gap at the front and the rear, because the last thing you want is it to jam up against the body. I'm going to use a double-sided tape Velcro, but I don't entirely trust that it's going to bond to the nylon. So I'll put a little bit of super glue there to hold it down. And please note that you'll have a better chance of the adhesive bonding to the nylon if you paint it. These have been painted with 3 coats of matte clear coat, and I think that will help. So we'll just stick that there. That one will go there. Same at the rear. Go ahead and install the interior. It's right about there. And right about there. Put the body back on. And there it is. Interior secured very nicely and not touching the body, which is exactly what I wanted. Well, folks, there we have it. Remember, all part numbers and links are going to be in the description, and go ahead and comment below if you have any questions, and I'll do the best I can to get back to you. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.